Hi, my name's James Eaton, and this week's video is about a trip I took to Italy with my family. We were visiting some Italian relations. Now, it was a scorching hot summer, so we thought it'd be a really good idea to go to the local outdoor swimming pool. But unfortunately, I didn't bring any swimming trunks. So I asked my brother-in-law, Gianni, if he could lend me a pair of his, and he said fine, so that was great. So we went to the swimming pool. And just to picture the scene, there were all these Italians there with expensive swimwear and dark designer sunglasses and beautifully tanned bodies. So it's a really chic kind of scene. So we went into our little corner, we found a corner that was free, and I asked Gianni for the swimming trunks so I could have a swim. And when I asked him, out of his bag, he pulled this pair of light blue, what I would call Speedos. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, what I mean is very skimpy kind of briefs. So I looked at these and thought, okay, I want to go swimming, so let's go with this. So I went off to the changing room and I started to get changed. And then as I was getting into these things, I realized that not only were they light blue and Speedos, but they were also too small for me. So, not to be deterred, I wanted to go swimming. I managed to put these things on and then I walked out into the swimming pool, and this is what happened. As soon as I saw all those super cool Italians, in my mind, behind those sunglasses, they were thinking, look at the crazy Englishman with his milk bottle skin and his skinny body and his light blue Speedos, and having a really good laugh at me. And what did my body do? My body wanted to compress and fold in and curl up and disappear in a little ball and never be seen again. Luckily, that didn't happen. I just carried on walking, and then I saw my wife, Eleonora. And she looked at me and she said, James, you look amazing. When we get back to England, you should get one of those, well, a pair of those trunks, because they look amazing on you. And what happened? Looking around, suddenly behind those dark sunglasses, in my mind, all those Italians were thinking, wow, look at the incredible Englishman, so expressed, so free in his body, so alive. So what's the message here? Well, hopefully you're having a good laugh at my experience, and luckily I was too. But when we believe this stuff, that's what suffering is. That's it, that's suffering right there. Because at the root of that wanting to close down and not be seen is the idea that what we are isn't good enough. It's deficient in some way, that we need to be better in order to be accepted and approved. Or my other reaction, the puffed up chest, is saying, like, now I'm special, now I've earned love and approval, and here I am. And it's still operating from that same root sense of not being enough. So what tends to happen when we start to realize what's going on and we get into, say, spirituality, is that another pattern comes in, and this pattern notices what's going on and then judges us for still being locked in these old patterns. Or we notice the judgment and we judge the judgment, and it's like it goes on and on and on, ever convoluted layers of mind story making. So what am I suggesting? Well, what we truly are doesn't need to play these games. And neither does it need to stop these games from playing. So there can be an easing, an openness that allows all of this stuff to play out, just as it needs to play out. And we're not getting lost in it, and we're not repressing it either. We're just seeing it for what it is and allowing it to be, all the judgments too. And what we start to notice in that openness, that softness, and something very beautiful starts to emerge, just like this sunshine now. This beautiful ease of being, this naturalness, this authenticity. And this natural joy, this natural happiness, this natural playfulness is inherent in our nature that doesn't need to be earned or won. It's what we are. Okay, I'm going to stop there. If you enjoy these videos, then please leave a comment and let me know if you'd like me to look into some other kind of topic you want me to talk about. Just let me know and I'll look at the comments afterwards. So thank you for joining me this week, and hope to see you next week. Go well.